All right, hi. We're gonna go into a cast 7.27D. This one's, I think it's gonna be an Earth Spirit 3. I'm not 100% sure. It's gonna be a 3 or 4. Oh no, it's gonna be a 4 here, which is perfect. Mariachi here. This is gonna be ranked Immortal, and he is 473. We have also Bait in this one, which is 197. So we have some, heavy hitters. 240. Everybody's around this 1,200. Oh, that guy, man. He's got to climb. He's definitely behind. But I as an Earth Spirit spammer myself, this is probably one of those things where I like to just kind of watch what other people do, just kind of learn some things. Hopefully he can teach me a thing or two about Earth Spirit. So yeah, we're going to go into this game. We're going to, again, just kind of watch this perspective. This is the biggest thing about what I do in terms of this channel. First 10 minutes, I'm going to watch one particular player. In this case, it happens to be the Earth Spirits, and I just kind of want to see exactly what they're doing in terms of camera work, how they kind of play around with things, how aggressive they are as they look at it, just kind of sway against this, or fight against this potential Morph Bane lane. I think Wind Ranger's strong. I think that you have that initiator, which is really good in what they want to do. Obviously, they're very kind of squishy in the sense of the Wind Ranger and the TA. In case you're wondering what they're doing the body blocks. They don't aggro until it hits the T1 tower. So if you can get the perfect block, so to speak, and then Wind Ranger does it on the other end, you can kind of get that perfect spot. Bane was nearby. I saw that on the mini-map. And I'm sure Mariachi did as well. Mariachi with the period, so you know this guy's serious business. Alright, so he's got the pullback. And again, Wind Ranger's here. Interesting enough, I'm not entirely sure, because the Earth Spirit is going for the last hit. So it's looking to be more of like an offlane Earth Spirit. Okay. Which is fine. I mean, alright, the team need an initiator, which Earth Spirit definitely checks that box. Has that crowd control, the team fighting style. It's a natural Spirit Vessel carry, which is going to be great against this Morphling. And if you're looking at the rest of the team, they don't really want to go for Vessel. So there are definitely reasons why they might have picked Mariachi, that is, picked the Earth Spirit here. Morphing through. And mind you, when Morphling is level 1, he's like one of the weakest heroes in this game. But he has Bane, who is one of the strongest level 1 heroes in this game. And Wind Ranger is going to back up here. And Earth Spirit starts off with Kick. Yeah, so this is definitely... Yeah, I mean, we know for a fact that this is the offlane Earth Spirit. He's got a decent amount. Oh, he's got the roll. He's got the kick if he wants to go. But he's going to save it up. Oh, he's going for the brain stab. The wind run is going to just kind of be used. The nice two-man kick. And Miyosabi's going to have to look to just run away. Mariachi taking a lot of damage too. He does need to be careful. Waveform forward. And Kama just lets him go. And he's going to salve up here. Should be fine. I mean, a little bit of a skirmish here. The Bane is very, very strong level 1. Somebody you got to respect. And Wind Ranger is getting low. I want to look at what she's doing. But again, first 10 minutes, all we care about is this Earth Spirit. Oh, what are you doing, my friend? They're trying to bait it out with the roll. Doesn't have enough mana for the kick. And yeah, she's getting very low. So she needs to be careful. Earth Spirit's going to get on his surfboard. By the way, I saw the new cosmetic for the winter, Cash. That thing looks amazing. I don't normally go for skins like this, but... I mean, you don't have very many Earth Spirit ones. So that's kind of what you... what they want. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hang on, sorry. Somebody's messaging me. Kind of important? Alright, the roll in here. And they have Miyosabi. He's getting low. First strike. And first blood is given. And Wind Ranger, with his Chinese name, which I cannot read, gets first blood there. Okay. All right. So, okay. A little bit of a squirrel moment. Level 3 on this Earth Spirit. Doesn't mean a little bit careful. I mean, he's got Morphling who's going to be morphed through this. They're going to glyph up, and he's going to live for the high five. Mariachi, no high five? Come on, man. Yeah, I know you want to kill this guy, and he's a terrible person for being against you in the lane, but give the dude a high five. Bane, on the other hand, is only level 2, but Mariachi has no mana. Does have bracers, which is actually pretty smart. Is going to be looking to go bottle, which I think if he can time it properly, making sure he gets the runes with it, it actually might be something that pays off. But instead, it looks like he's just going to back up. He knows that he's low, doesn't have the mana. And without any mana, Earth Spirit is kind of in a bad spot. And he's just going to roll forward, even wasting a boulder for it. But, I mean, at this early stage of the game, you're fine. It's not like Earth Spirit of old where you actually had to ration your boulders throughout the entire game. It was ridiculous, the cooldown that it happens. I mean, there are definitely moments where even Earth Spirit now, he gets into all these team fights, and he's still out of boulders. So it's like this awkward moment where he's got like one boulder and he has to do everything with it. But, I mean, they made him a little bit easier to play with this whole cooldown of the boulders and everything. But I think that he's still in a good spot. I don't know. I just love Earth Spirit. I think he just has a lot of play. The roll does connect. They got him a little bit low with a power shot, and he's going to morph for it. And they thought they could burst him down. Thought he was a little bit low, but yeah, they're going to give up on that. Even though they had both of them there and some creeps getting in on the action, but not much you can do. He's trying to go for the body block. Oh, nice power shot. Okay, okay. I don't know if you saw that. That was a little micro play. But the creep wave was coming, and it was right about here, and he power shots this, and he pulls it without actually having to, like, literally ranged hit it, if you know what I mean. Right-click it. And he pulled it through. So that was actually kind of clever. And if you look at what's... Okay, why is pulling so important? It can potentially deny XP, especially if the Morphling isn't in range. But he actually has to go over here to deal with the jungle creeps and to farm. And so basically Earth Spirit can get some free farm. That's why it's pretty key. Kicks through it, goes through the entire creep wave. And Earth Spirit has something on the way. Hang on. He waveforms forward. He's level 6. Morphling is looking to just fight this. And I kind of want to click. He should be clicking, seeing exactly what he has. Oh, yeah, he has the Morbid Mass. This is going to be tough for the Earth Spirit to actually fight this now. I mean, just the Morbid Mass does so much work in terms of the heal and everything. So you can't really trade with the guy. So that is rough. That is rough, right? So now this is where you need to be a little bit careful. The fact that he's level 6 and you're level 4. Yes, the Bane was not in the lane. But now you got to figure out how to be clever. How to, I mean, this stack camp here, he's looking to just pull this one. You got to constantly do this. That catapult. Okay. So he gets the pull through. Guys, I mean, he's ranked whatever, 140 something, right? So he knows what to do. But Morphling, on the other hand, is also very 2,230. So this guy knows what's up too. So ranked Immortals and unranked Immortals, there's a bit of a gap, I would say. It's almost like a whole nother level, like legend to ancient, like that, like kind of jump. Not to disrespect any unranked Immortal players out there, but there are definitely things that, you know, a ranked Immortal does versus an unranked. Oh, the arrow. Oh, the creep. Did you see that he jumped in front of that, like the human shield that he had, and he actually saved his life. That creep, MVP creep, man. All right, level 8 TA versus the level 7 Shadow Fiend. And this is a matchup thing. If you get TA, I mean, if you're up against an SF, the TA technically on paper would counter the SF. So this is why it's so big. But Mariachi goes for the roll, and that's a nice roll, and that's going to be a dead one with a kick. And he'll take that kill. And it looks like he's going to trade places. And mind you, this Earth Spirit is now level 6. Yes, he's very close. And but he can't really farm in lane. I mean, there's a pretty big jump. And to be honest, this is why I'm not a huge fan of Earth Spirit offlane. I think that's... Okay. So yeah, there's a... Interesting here. Bane is level 4. He gets the sleep, but it's on the TA, and he uses the illusions to actually take that away. Sorry, that was actually the AA takes away the sleep, the nightmare. And yeah, easy peasy, especially with your illusions there to kind of help tank with those towers. And they got the Bane, they got the SF, and they're starting to roll. No pun intended. Sorry, dad jokes there, especially with this Earth Spirit. But, ooh, that's fire. That roll. Oh, you got RTZ'd. RTZ cliffed. And they're pinging him because they're like, shame. For shame. Actually, it happens, though. I've been there. I've been there. So you just got to roll on down. Should be fine. Pretend like no one saw that. And Mariachi, we're back up now. Wind Ranger only has 12 last hits. It's very difficult against the Morphling because you can't really lane against it. So now it's kind of like putting pressure on the other ones. TA can just farm in the jungle to deal with the stacks. So he'll happily take whatever creeps he can get. And if we're looking at the Maranas, actually has more last hits, right? And that's with the arrow combination or the arrow power that he can go. And both of the AA, Earth Spirit. I mean, it looks like they've got 3 supports on the team. You don't have that traditional offlaner, but I mean, don't get me wrong, Mariachi kind of knows how to play. He's had some pretty decent roll-ins, got that kill on the SF, and you've kind of won out in that lane in terms of kills. But Fishman gets a little low, gets the sleep on. Here comes the TP coming in from Tinker. Oh my god, I just noticed that they have an SF Tinker. I don't even know how they lane this. Holy crap. Ooh, the roll. He tried to get the Arcane Rune. He bottles it up. He gets slept here. But he's only level 5, and he's looking for pings. He's looking for something to happen. And man, that sap to sleep. Oh! Oh, he gets the kick. I thought he was going to die. That was so close. I mean, he's got the bracer. He should be fine. But he doesn't be careful for any sort of vision. Because another rocket, and he's pretty much dead. He's oh, he picks up a salve? Good God, this guy's lucky. Mariachi with some luck on his side, so to speak. Glyph is going to be used here. Alright. 10 minutes now. Now we're going to kind of freeform it. And see exactly how everybody's doing in terms of the net worth. Top 2, great. Your side has been winning. You got the most kills, that is. But if you're looking at the gap, though, this is the offlane thing. Oh my god, I don't even know. I think it was a Tinker offlane. I mean, he's got BOT, so he's going to be everywhere just kind of farming. SF, we do know that he was in the mid. Got BOT as well. So if anything, they just want to travel around and just kind of deal with all this potential push. But definitely not cute. They go for the Bane, who's kind of by himself. He's slept. Oh, and here comes the SF with the Requiem, and they do get him, and Mariachi goes down. They have the Moonlight's going to be used. Cover the tracks. And they got a double kill for Mirage. So that's one way to get back in this game. And he does have Blink. He didn't actually go Desolator. I'm not a huge fan of this from Bad Actor. Like, how you blink forward, yeah, you're in great position. But the Moonlight is still there. Oh, the arrow. It's going to be a little off the mark here, Paco. The TPs are coming. Oh, doesn't really have the damage, right? That's my biggest worry. Yes, you have the mobility of the blink. They have the sleep. There we go. And this is going to turn it up into a nice little easy arrow. And this is the combination from all original Dota. This is classic. Bane into the arrow. And that's a dead TA. Oh, that's a crazy one. Morphling. Again, AA is why is he in the here? Why is he so good? It's because he's going to have a hard time. He can't really heal through that, obviously, with the AA alt debuff. But trying to trigger it on him when that guy's so maneuverable is not easy to do. And he does have MOM on the Morphling. Okay. Spam in the bottle when you're a fountain, in case you don't know. Always good things to do. PL, on the other hand, has Midas. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of that. Obviously, it'll help you scale, but like you're going up against so many potential cores. And it looks like he's gonna go Heart next. I feel like you need a damage, like the Desolator here on the TA. Usually is a better first item because it helps you farm and it helps you blow up the guys, right? If we're talking about squishiness, like everybody but except for like the Morphling is pretty squishy if you get up on them, right? And they had a bit of an advantage where they were, what, 5-1, and they were pushing this tower. And that could have been that T1 creating a lot, or taking away a lot of space from the Dire. So I feel like itemization is actually really poor from this team. And there are reasons why you go Blink first, they're Desolator first, and I understand that he wants to jump on this guy and just blow him up. But you'd really, like, the damage is not as great. Like, you could have had, like, a 10-minute T1, which would have been way better. Now, the other team has gotten some time, and they've been able to get, like, MOM here is going to get E-Blade, or, yeah, next. Yule's even on the Marana, as well as the Shadow Fiend, so they're kind of preparing themselves for this. The roll in, the Magnetize is going to be used. The AA ult is going to connect on the 2. That was pretty nice. But they've got Moonlight. The Magnetize is going to be spread around, and he's been frozen. The Requiem of the Dead SF just gets blown up there. And they do have Tinker just trying to push the lane. He's got March. The roll is going to be a little off the mark. They have the kick. And there we go. The Urn, the arrow is going to be a little off the mark. He's trying to walk through this, but no. The March of the Machines actually kills him. Fairy Fire is actually not enough in terms of the heal. And the Mariachi does go down. And I feel like I have to say his name like that, or else I'm pronouncing it wrong. So, it looks like the Wind Ranger here just has Tranquils. Is just trying to push the lane. Not really into any of those fights. I'm actually interested to see what this Wind Ranger does. It's going to go Blink first. Again, disagree. I feel like MKB, the naked Javelin, so strong, right? Yapsor did it for a reason. I feel like that's the way they need to go. And a pretty huge miscue in terms of the itemization. Okay, Veil, that's fine, right? I'm totally okay with that. The Veil, of course, just being somewhat strong in terms of the like the damage, the magic damage that they have with the AA. If they combo that well, you want to burst things. So the more magic damage, the better. Morphling does need to be a little bit careful for that. That's like the only thing that he could do it. Alright, so it looks like Mariachi is going to be just pushing the lane. They do have the March nearby. He has Blink, BOT, Arrow. He's looking to pump fake it. He does end up connecting, but the Shackle was there. Did not expect the Wind Ranger to be there. The Tinker is nearby as well. The AA ult is going to completely whiff. Maybe hit this Catapult. Yeah, I mean, he ignores that. Doesn't really care. And the PL is nearby. Found the Bane, and Bane is going to have a hard time because it's like, I can't find the right one. The Requiem is going to be committed for this. And they end up killing the Wind Ranger, so they got something out of that. Mirage did the nice play there. Smoke here. They walk right into Fishman, who's going to be slept. And the arrow connects, and it does about half-life, and Fishman is sleeping with the fishes, so to speak. But here comes TA, bad actor. Goes in, moonlights. Oh, does he walk away? They don't have vision. This is why your cores are terrible, and you don't carry smoke. You rely on your supports way too much. And it looks like the Yules is going to be used on the real one. They do have the arrow as well, and PL goes down, and Mega Boss gets mega bombed as he gets destroyed there. The Moonlight is there just enough, and Mariachi is going to have to just roll away. A pause has been used, but there was really nothing that PL could have been done. Like, they found the right one with the Yules, and then the fact that the arrow was there. So, really nice play by the Marana. The arrows were on point. The Moonlight as well. Just the sheer value that they got. They were not able to find any kills because they did not have the dust and the sentries to deal with that. The invisibility, so to speak. And apparently invisibility equals invincibility, because in this case, they got a nice value. Shackle here on Paco. They got him down. He went a little too far. Thought Fishman was by himself. Thought he'd be cute. Did get a nice arrow on him, but I mean, when you have 3 of your other friends nearby, they're going to make short work of you. And through this all, I mean, yes, they have both of their towers gone from the Dire, but I feel like this is really neck and neck. They're losing in terms of kills, but they have an advantage in terms of the net worth. Because, again, PL, like, what is this? You really can't fight with the Midas, right? You can just force the issue. If you have an advantage and you're snowballing like crazy, that makes sense. Okay, get the Midas. You can just further snowball, but look at this. The Shackle, but he's like, nah, I'm going to get the ward first. The Sleep is going to be committed on that. Miyosabi, arrow is going to miss. They got the roll in, the snowball. Miyosabi's like, all right, I'm going to die. I might as well run towards them. So, all right. All right. Okay. And they've gotten Mirage. They got the little burst out. Apologies. I'm completely distracted as I've been getting a couple messages. Okay, they got the burst in. The waveform as well, and Morphling is starting to get strong. Doesn't need to be careful. Magnetize is going to be used, and they have him there. They trying to morph through that, but that's not enough, and they do get the Morphling, which is a huge win for them. And they've also got SF down, and really Tinker can't really fight into this. And the AA ult, the trap on Paco, and they've got him slowed down. Bane is just really out of position. This is really far up. And all this just to try to go for a ward? Okay. Questionable. Questionable, I would say. You got a sentry there. I mean, considering 2 of your teammates just died, and then you just literally saw them deward this, and you walk up instantly. But instead, it looks like Radiant team are going to focus their attention on Roche. This is going to be the first one of the day of the game. Mariachi's getting bashed here. Doesn't need to be a little bit careful. He's getting a little low, and they found the Miyosabi just trying to walk up. Moonlight is not going to save him. They do have a shackle to the 2 trees that are there, and they have Pakal as well because they do have a sentry. They have the AA ult. That should connect. Oh, they do hit him. Will he crack under pressure? 307, 298, 288. It's going down. 279. He's fine. He's fine. I mean, one thing micro pick he could have done, maybe just to keep himself alive a little bit longer, maybe circle it, you know, throw that in the backpack. I mean, yeah, it's 6 seconds or whatever, but to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how long that debuff is. But it could have been close in terms of just maybe buffing you up at the last second to keep you alive. Very important. But through that all, SF is going to continue to push. Has just BOT, Yules, and is going to go BKB next, which is kind of important, especially against this AA Shackle of the Wind Ranger. Earth Spirit, which just brings a lot of magic damage. Oh, they have the ult. Oh, what a nice play into the shackle. That was a perfect spot. They got nice vision, and he cracks under pressure. And Fishman with a really nice play with that Wind Ranger. Okay, so this is the MVP ward, right? Jumped in. They timed the AA ult right on top of that. So they got all of their combinations. And Miyosabi's just walking up, just trying to be like, okay, they definitely have vision. I'm going to go D-ward, and I'm kind of safe because Mirage is nearby. But he does need to be a little bit careful. Here's the shackle, does connect as well. And a power shot, and yeah, he got the D ward, but he's going to pay with his life. And Mirage has the Yules up on Bad Actor, but the arrow is going to connect, and Aegis is going to be it. And that got the rolling boulder, and it's right on Mirage. He's been silenced, doesn't have much. The rolling, the second one, oh, actually connects on the Tinker. He did not want to go for him, but he found the Tinker, and he's going to go magnetize. He's got the shackle as well, and is bouncing around. And yes, that does so much work in Mariachi. He's going to just heal himself with that urn. Really nice play there. Really fortuitous in the sense that he rolled in, and he missed the SF, but he ended up hitting the Tinker. So, in a way, I feel like this guy plays Earth Spirit like I do. Like, I do that sometimes, too, where you accidentally roll in and you hit somebody else, and you're like, oh, I meant to do that. I knew the guy was there on the high ground, just making plays here. And Mariachi has the Vessel, and I love it, right? This is perfect in terms of what you need to do, right? Okay. So, roll in. The Vessel is going to be committed. The Shackle, the AA ult, everything in the kitchen sink is being thrown at him. He's going to slowly start to whittle. They do have the AA ult, but yeah, he should be fine. They have this sleep just to kind of buy him a little bit of time. But, okay. Let me go back to this. Veil of Discord. I don't remember the exact price of this, but this has been nerfed, right? In the sense that it's very cheap now. $15.25. Very easy to buy. And it's a great support item because it provides attributes and it has that active. It's kind of like in comparison to the drums, where everybody had drums like all the time in 7.27, I think C. Actually, in 7.27, just in the early stage, it was way too buffed, and it got very, very cheap. So it was definitely worth getting, no matter what position you were, because the value that you got in terms of the attributes, plus, I mean, the movement speed bonus was just gravy. Like they could have, that was just way too much. So they nerfed that. And in the same time, the Veil of Discord has kind of gotten buffed in that way, right? Because it's a little bit more expensive than the drums, but if you can get value out of the active, of the magic weakness, which he's been getting tremendously in the sense of the AA blast, as well as his own, like, his kit galore is just straight up magic, right? Without the pipe, they're going to struggle. And if you're looking at this team, you're looking at these are 3 mids, right? Or Morphling can kind of flex, but you don't have that traditional offlaner, and this is why your team is going to suffer, right? If you had like a Centaur or a Doom offlane, and you know, just any sort of traditional offlaner, if you got like a pipe, it would have negated so much of the magic damage. And I think we'll see that in the graph and the score sheet, because the magic damage is so great on this team. If they get that, like these, like if any of these 3, okay, to pick 2 of these 3 heroes as the cores, and then if the third one was just a pipe carrying hero, the other 2 would do way better. Like they would survive. All right, nice two-man checkle. Power shot. Paco is just taking tower shot damage, and he does go get killed in the end. He's going to back up here. The rockets are going to connect, but they found Bane, who was just trying to go in solo. Pays with his life. Very difficult to go into. The roll is going to be a little off the mark, but the waveform does go in, and he's got the first shotgun blast, but it has BKB, and he's looking to fight this. Mirage does as well. He's going to look to fight. They get Mariachi, and they want more. They're going for bad actor, and they're trying to fight him. But, I mean, they're going to wait out for this BKB and waveform forward. And he does have E-Blade if he wants to go. He's trying to... Why is he dropping it? Okay, he's got the E-Blade to connect. Mega Boss is now here. Is this the Mega final boss? He's looking to TP out. I don't think you can morph through all of... He did. Okay, he proves me wrong. Like, I was still speaking, and the guy gets away. All right, anyways. Really well played by Morphling, just understanding the limits of the hero. He was taking a ton of damage, and if we're seeing that this guy's been kind of quiet, but he's got Yasha, he's got Diffusal, which takes away all of that mana, right? Which is great against these three cores, right? Actually, everybody on this team. If they get on top of you, and they don't really have a whole lot of AoE minus the SF with the raises, assuming you can kind of connect, they don't have a real good way to deal with tankier illusions. And so this is the stage where PL, yes, he got the Midas early. I felt like he probably should have gotten a Diffusal earlier just to kind of help him fight. But he could not fight for some time. Let the Dire team get back into the game. And it's gotten to the point now where he's got some items. This PL is starting to get scary. Yeah, he's got Manta now. So Mega Boss is turning into a Mega Final Boss as he's starting to get very, very strong. Wind Ranger, on the other hand, has Force into the Blink. Blink into the Force, excuse me. He's going to go Basher next. I really feel like they need an MKB. I still feel like MKB is the strongest item out right now. I think it's very good, especially with this Wind Ranger. But to Wind Ranger's point, though, they have a lot of squishy heroes. You don't really need that burst, so to speak. So as long as he can kind of control things, make sure that he's safe by blinking and forcing away, and letting the PL do most of the damage as well as the TA, it's okay. It's not the worst thing. But if you're going to go, I mean, at this point where, at this point where you're going to go what? Skullmasher? I probably would have preferred the MKB. But that's just me. Alright, Desolator, BKB, how many charges? Or 9 seconds left on that charge. And it looks like they're going to force their way to high ground. The lanes are pushing though, so they do need to fix things before they make it an actual approach to high ground. And they do have a decent amount of high ground defense with that clear. The March machines, Tinker will always be annoying. And it looks like they're going to turn their attention on the T1. And Morphling does some damage. Oh, he's got Yasha as well. So MOM Yasha, not bad. They need to be careful, right? Whoa, Dark Tide. Some of the new chat wheel, man. It's kind of a little crazy, so to speak. All right, so Ags on the Tinker, also very good. PL, has he been using? Where's PL? Has he been using Midas? Okay, there we go. Gets tremendous value. Got to make sure that thing's off cooldown. If you're a core, you are a Midas carrying hero. You need to ensure that that's off cooldown whenever it is, right? That's how you're gonna win. Okay. Ooh, Orb of Destruction, which is super awesome for the TA. That actually does a lot of work. The slow, I mean the armor reduction, which is just that with the meld strikes, just does so much work. And yeah, it's a little bit of a lull. I mean, it's very close, right? 21-14 and less than 1K net worth lead. This is pretty neck and neck. So a simple mistake can just really turn this game. They're pushing the tower. They're doing some chip damage, and they're starting to ping it out. And they're actually doing a decent job, right? Somebody needs to react to this. They've got the traps to make sure that they have Roche. They do need that to kind of make any sort of concerted push. But they haven't really... Nobody's rotated bottom. So it looks like the Dire are like, okay, they're not going to go for this? I mean, they're waiting for Roshan. Roshan's not going to be up for another 20 seconds. So they have 20 seconds to do as much chip damage as possible. And with Morphling there, they're going to have to glyph to buy themselves a little bit of time. The AAL is going to be a little off the mark. Power shot. Does connect onto the Bane. Murana, cheeky Leaps forward, leaps back, doesn't see anything. And it's fine, laughs about it. But yeah, with Roche, boom! Roche is up. They do have a trap, so they see this, and they get the shotgun blast. And he's got the glimmer to keep himself alive for now. Oh my gosh, does he get away? They're going to try to run after him. Fisherman, he doesn't really have anything on this next one. And yeah, the next right click will kill him. He does go down. And actually, that was clever. Like, he tried, well, I mean, he didn't survive. But he glimmered, and he, instead of going back where everyone thought he was going to go, he actually went forward. But it just so happens that the glimmer is just very short time. Oh, they have the blink in, the rolling boulder. They found Bane. So that's a good trade. 1 for 1, and they're going to try to go for more, but the fast fingers of Mirage, he blinks away. He's fine for now. And yeah, they see Roshan. They're like, okay, we can take this fight 4-on-4. AA is going to be up. They can see the timers, so they know when he's going to be up. But I don't think Bane buys back for this. And if you're looking at what the Radiant can see, they do see that SF is there, so they do know that they're safe. And they're going to take Roshan down very quickly. That is the second of the day, second of the game. And Aegis is going to go probably to TA. Oh, no. Okay, PA. PL. PAPL. I was looking at TA, and then I was just like, I was trying to talk about PL, so I said PA, right? All right, I'm glad we don't see a PA in this game. But 2 earn vessel charges is going to be going Shiva's, slow him down, get in even more, just a little bit more magic damage, AoE as well. A little bit of a push here. AA ult. Gonna be mint. A little off the mark. Mirage goes, blinks forward, gets the Yules up on the Wind Ranger, and doesn't have BKB. And they've got the shotgun blast, and the AA goes down. Boom! Gets both of those guys, and they found PL. They have the Nightmares going to be used on Mega Boss. He's looking to fight this. He does have Aegis, and that's going to be it. And it looks like it's wasted, but Wind Ranger's going to buy back. They need to keep him alive. If there's some way, the arrow is going to connect. He tried to Manta out of this one. Mega Boss goes down. That's a double kill, and we're talking about simple mistakes, and that might have been game losing right there. And it's only a 3K difference in terms of net worth lead. But man, the Wind Ranger and AA should not have been trying to fight everything on their own. They got completely baited out. They thought they could get one of the other supports, but they did not expect the SF to be nearby. He blinks in, gets the nice Yules. Pretty much all she wrote on both of those, especially since they're very squishy. And it looks like this Morphling is starting to do work. He's got the S and Y now, and he's looking to just focus up on these Raxes. He's going to get bottom racks. Yes, Mariachi has buyback, but I mean, with your PL not having it, I don't think you can really fight into this, and I think they're going to concede at least the bottom set of racks, assuming that they can actually focus on it. And it looks like they're going to go... okay, so they've got the Urn. They do end up killing the Bane, so they got something. All right. Okay, TP away from Mirana. And yeah, the TP in the top lane. Mirage is there. They have the Yules up on the Wind Ranger, so they found him again, and he gets destroyed. And Wind Ranger, again, does not have any sort of, you know, BKP, any sort of way to kind of keep herself alive. So anytime she's spotted out by this SF, Yules, Requiem, boom, blown up. Even with the Morphling nearby has the shotgun blast, just makes quick work of this, right? So there's really nothing you can do. Oh, they got the deny, and Mirage one more time gets the same combination, does have BKB, and they can't even get it off. He's been pushed back to silence, and that's another one going the way of Mirage. So if you're looking at this game and you're thinking, what could TA have done better, right? And it comes back to this whole itemization thing. It's like when you're snowballing and you're winning, you need to do damage so you can just blow people up, right? They weren't able to do that. They went for blink. They went these weird style of, yes, mobility is great. Even on the Wind Ranger, right? If you had damage, you just blow these guys up and you just win the game because they can never fight you. They can never stand up to you toe to toe. But then what you did is you went blink, and you're cutesy with these like blinks here and there, but you actually get no extra damage, right? And so because you have no damage, you can't really take advantage of this fact. I mean, if everyone's going to go blink, you're going to see exactly what happens, and you can't fight into these guys. And these guys have been given all the time in the world. And look at how scary these heroes are. Net worth completely changed. Everything is completely flipped. Right? Morphling is going to try to fight through this. He gets 4-staffed away. Moonlight is keeping him alive, and he does get away. Waveform, and he gets morphs away as well. Mirage is trying to just get away. They do have the Glimmer. He's got BKB. Mariachi's going to miss the roll. The Yule's just trying to buy him time, but he gets shackled to a tree, and Mirage is looking to go down. That's a nice fight there. And they're going to look to turn this and go for Packle. 2 leaps away. Look at the TP. Do they have anything? Oh, but they got... Oh, man, that damage. And the dead body gets shackled. Mariachi's going to miss his roll one more time. But he does have Glimmer. Gets the sleep. He's trying to run away. But he's on the trail. Oh, and he actually sacrifices himself. I feel like that was a misplay there. What he should have done is he should have gone in. Gone for the shackle. Oh, and Morphling is now here to save his buddy. He turns into Earth Spirit. Is he a better Earth Spirit than Earth Spirit himself? He's looking to fight this one. He's been ulted. They have the dust up on him, but Mariachi's getting low as well, and he waveforms forward, and he does get him with a nice little sleep there about Miyosabi, but they get the Morphling, that with the AA ult, and Miyosabi's looking to go down. He glimmers to keep himself alive just for a little bit longer, but the power shot is there. The Tinker is just shooting from the back end, and he shoots like a little sniper in the trees, like a dirty old man, like a terrible, terrible person, but the rockets, okay, just hits onto the PL. And that's a nice turn of events. I mean, it's a 7K net worth lead. But it looks like they're going to force this one onto the mid-tier 3 mid. Aster Phoenix, unfortunately, no, it's a solo. I see what you did there. That nice little dad joke there. Let me do the dad jokes, Aster Phoenix. Nonetheless, we've got the rockets that are going to hit a couple of them. The Aghanim's doing a lot of work. And a buyback from just the Bane here. So... it looks like they're going to just stop that push here, and that lead is dwindled. I want to see... Here we go. The difference in the net worth. We're seeing some jumps. So this is actually pretty close, right? We saw the advantage of the Radiant, how they were kind of pushing through, and letting the Dire get back into this game. But a couple bad team fights, and you get chased like that, and my gosh, the whole... like, everything changes, right? SF was tops, and now he's 4th. Very back and forth fight. Very back and forth. And it looks like he's going to go E-Blade himself. So you're going to have 2 E-Blades on the team. I mean, it's just more ways of dealing with the TA, right? The fact that you just E-Blade him and then let your magic damage get to work, especially with a Tinker and your Morphling. Moonlight is going to be used. They found him, and they found the AA. Oh, Miyosabi's by himself. The arrow's going to be a little off the mark because he actually sacrificed himself, and AA took the sleep. They do have Tinker just going in. They do have the dust. They found Miyosabi. They're going to look to go for that. The rockets are doing work. Tinker's barely able to get out of there as he blinks away. Mariachi rolls forward, actually doesn't find anybody. Mirage is going to look to just TP away. He should be fine with another misroll attempt by the Earth Spirit here. Pakal is looking to just take some couriers. He gets it, and he looks to TP away. Mirage here just continue to farm in the top lane. Is almost 6 slotted as the SF. And mind you, this guy did not have a good early lane, right? So he was tenacious in the sense of just how he was farming. And they found the Tinker, finally. This is one of those guys they need to get, and he just rolls up on him. The E-Blade's keeping him alive just a little bit longer, but not enough. And he does go down in the end. Morphling does need to be careful here, as the AA Blast should connect onto him. And the power shot as well. They're rolling. They're going for this. And they're trying to go for him. He waveforms forward. The Yules is there for Pakal. The arrow, but Windranger actually jumps into them. And the Shackle's not going to connect onto both. Pakal as well. They've got the sheep up on Morphling. He's looking to fight this one. He's been vesseled. He gets back in. He's got to watch out for the courier. The courier was outside of the fountain. Thought he'd be cheeky, but here comes the Requiem. It's been queued up on Bad Actor, and he's just way too deep. I don't know what you're doing, son. As Tinker actually buys back for that, and they've gotten this. They've got the sheep on Mega Boss, who's looking into a Mega Fool as he's looking to run away right here. They have the laser doing a little bit of work, and it looks like they're going to turn this around. They got the Yules up. They found the right PL. They've got Magnetize as well. The Rolling Puller is not going to connect. He mistimes that. The sheep is on Mega Boss. He mantas out of that one, but he gets killed here, and Mega Boss is still around. Is he able to continue to fight this? He does get... oh, the Glimmer was there in the sleep, and he just barely stays alive, and that is a team wipe going the way of the Dire. Just really well played. My gosh. Very, very close, but again, TA, buddy, what are you doing? Why are you diving? There is no reason for that, okay? I don't know what was going on. Actually, but the Glimmers, the Force Staffs, everything was really on point. The Force Staff was on the Morana, and Tinker just barely staying alive. I mean, he bought back for that, right? So, whew. And it looks like they're going to look to take this T2, especially with nobody around. I think that you're going to concede. I mean, if you're not going to buy back now, okay, they're going to glyph here, just try to buy a little bit of time. Hopefully it slows it down. The creep wave is just barely alive. The next one is already there, so it's a bit of a moot point in that sense. But they're starting to do some work. 4 potential buybacks can happen, but they're not going to do it at least until the Megas are there. I mean, 5 seconds, you should be fine. They're going to put a little bit of pressure T4. Okay, I think that that's actually a little bit of a misplay here by the Dire. As I say that, they're looking to focus on the T4. I feel like they could have done more chip damage in the top. Oh, no. Sorry. The T2 is still there. So, my bad. Hey, Ashley. How are you? And so, it looks like, yeah, the Moonlight is here. It's going to be a fake back. They got the Yules up on the Wind Ranger. Into the arrow, and the Requiem is going to be committed, and they've got him. And they've got Bad Actor again, 97 seconds. He definitely has to buy back here. They have the Shotgun Blast and the Rockets as well, and they've got the smoke to kind of just run away. They got the sleep up on the Morphling, who gets kicked forward. That's the wrong place you want to be. He waveforms back. He's fine for now. He's trying to run away. And with the buyback on the Bad Actor, now you've got that win condition. Do they have him? Mirage is looking to focus on him. He gets silenced. Bad Actor solo. Yules defensively, just trying to keep him alive. Mirage is getting worked on here as he gets blown up. No buyback, and they are looking to go for Paco. They do have the Shackle as well, but all that does is stop the TP, and that's all you need. He gets forced forward, but Paco goes down as well, and that's 3 down. This is really back and forth. 16k net worth down, though. 15k, but they have creeps that are hitting their base, that is, but they don't have megas. The TP from the Wind Ranger is going to go over the top lane. They got to find this Tinker, who's been a nuisance throughout in the sense that he hasn't been able to be killed. Like, this Tinker's been largely silent, 4-3 and 11, but he's just been pushing and controlling the lane. He's been doing a good job of that, making sure that anytime they push, he's had creeps, so to speak, just kind of pushing the other lanes and forcing that one out. And it looks like the Roche is there. That's the 3rd one, which is very important. And actually, sorry, Ashley, back to your question. This is actually just a pub game. I was going in just for a ranked Immortal game, but I did not know it was going to be this epic. But usually the games end in like 30 minutes. So this one's actually pretty back and forth. Like, usually they give up at a certain point, but this is actually pretty close in terms of like buybacks and all that. It's been pretty crazy. All right, so if we're looking at Mariachi's the only one with the buyback left. So he could be a little bit riskier. Fishman, on the other hand, is just controlling, defending the towers of what he can do. And look at these mangoes. Use the mangoes, and he's hoarding all of these neutrals. How many cores do you have? Oh, the BKB. They got the sheep in. The nice little roll in from Mariachi. They got the silence. The Moonlight is there. But do they actually have vision? They do. And this dust is going to be there. The AA ult is going to be off the mark, and they're going to try to TP. No, but they'll roll in. And Mariachi's too quick, and they end up making the Morphling pay there. 98 seconds. He does have buyback if they want to go for this. And they found the Wind Ranger. The Yule's arrow combinations connect again. The Leap, the Starstorm doing a little bit of work, but he's taking a little bit of damage. He does need to be careful. Lotus Orb is going to be used on him. They're going to look to retreat now. Miyosabi's looking to run. And can the Wind Ranger find anything? They have the sap, and they've got the sleep. The Nightmare is going to be doing work here, but do they actually have the damage into the arrow? It does connect. They found it, but it looks like they're going to pay with his life. Miyosabi goes down. Paco's still looking around, but he doesn't actually have any leap charges. He's got the Yules. He tried to go to the low ground, thought he'd be clever, but no, he gets blown up by Mega Boss, who's got Shivas now, and this guy's starting to do some work. He's getting a little scary. Tinker is in the bottom lane, just trying to split push. He gets slowed. He gets silenced. And he's looking to fight this, but Mariachi has the BKB, and here comes Mirage. He's going to just run away, at least gets sheeped away for now. The Magnetize is still doing some work, but Mariachi getting low, and yes, he gets razed to death, and they've gotten something. They've got a 2 for 3. Bad Actor's nearby Mirage. They're trying to find him. The trap is going to be a little off the mark, and Bad Actor, like, you know, any other child, I guess, he's going to give up on his search very, very quickly and ask for mom and dad to find the toys. Mega Boss is going to TP to the top lane. Does have Gem. So one thing that to note is that they haven't done a good job of countering the Moonlight that you've seen. Generally speaking, they've gotten away many times. And it looks like they're going to stick with this. As I say this, he gets rid of the Gem. All right, he passes it onto the Courier. Yeah, and he's got Refresher Orb as well. Give it to somebody who could use it. Okay, and we talked about the fact that they didn't have the magic damage. The AA eventually got it. I mean, this is the classic Tranquil's Glimmer into Pipe, and they've got him sheeped. Oh, but the Havoc Hammer actually pushes him back, and Bad Actor is looking to go for this. He's going to BKB. Yules on Bad Actor. The AA ult will connect, but it doesn't really matter because he's got BKB. He's going to take a little bit of damage. They're trying to hunt him down. Everybody's kind of nearby. Mega Boss is close as well. They've got him slowed down. They got the sheep as well, but here comes Mega Boss. Havoc Hammer pushes him back, and the Yules defensively. And again, this is where you get frustrated. Because you're like, your cores? Why are your cores trying to make solo pickoff plays at this stage of the game? Yes, you have buyback, but why are you trying to do this? It seems a little unfortunate, really just out of place, just kind of not a good play. Not a good play at all, right? This is the thing where, this is the stage of the game where AA can kind of just keep himself alive long enough for his teammates to get there. So there's really no reason for you to be trying to make solo plays like this. All right, that's it. Earth Spirit has A on disc. Mariachi is still nearby. An Earth Spirit with the Refresher Orb. That's kind of clever. He picked it up. He does have Dust as well. Every player on this team needs Dust. Okay, there's a Marana on the other enemy team. Phantom Lancer does not have the vision, so he's going to have to rely on somebody. This I kind of understand because of the fact that he's your core. He's going to probably be 6-slotted, so you don't really have a whole lot of room and space, so to speak. And Bad Actor found Miyosabi. Buddy, what are you doing by yourself? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? All right, Tinker's nearby. Mega Boss is looking to chop some trees. He blinks even slightly forward. Goes in again. Mega Boss is nearby. He's just kind of... This guy is such a nuisance. This is what Tinkers do, right? In the sense that they control the different creeps, pushing forward. Wind Ranger is... I want to say 6-slotted, but you're still carrying an Iron Branch. So shame on you. He has a Dust, but he doesn't need it. So he's going to actually take that value Iron Branch there. More Ancients going the way. And look at this lead, man. Holy crap. Hang on. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Look at the dips. The dips. I mean, it's really been back and forth. Mariachi here. Just continue to farm. He's going to go Octarine, which is great on Earth Spirit. Just help with the cooldowns, which is super important. And Moonlight is going to be committed. Mirage is still looking for some sort of pickoffs. Interestingly enough, he went for the Havoc Hammer. I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm wondering what other neutral items are still around. Because I feel like this is actually not the one you wanted. Oh, Titan Sliver, which is great. Leveler will just help him just kind of destroy towers when he needs to. And actually, Miyosabi blinks to the low ground. Freaked me out a little bit. Oh, why did he take the Minotaur Horn? The Bane. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can keep yourself alive if you're, especially when you're just going to, you know, Fiends Grip everybody. So I guess that's it. But, I mean, only 2 seconds. I don't know if the value is really there. I feel like that's probably better on the SF. But this is an SF who wants to play differently, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of this Havoc Hammer. Controlling the map, what do? You take away the tower, you take away visions. Vision, and you make sure that they play in the dark, so they have to play a little bit safer. PL is going to be in the mid, babysat by the Wind Ranger here, and they're looking to make a jump, and they think that one of the real PL, I mean the hero is here, but they're going to see this. Mega Boss should be somewhat hidden. Well, the illusions are chasing after Mirage. Wind Ranger. Moonlight. Oh, they found the Wind Ranger, and that's going to be an easy pick. The arrow, does barely connect on that. It just hit the end. It actually went further than him. He's going to wind run away. Oh, and he blinks aside. Remember the invisibility on that one? They have doing a lot of damage, and they found the Bad Actor, TA that is, so they've gotten something. But Moonlight is going to be used, or still there. The duration is there. The Requiem is going to be channeled. They do have Mega Boss, who's getting a little bit low. Okay, the Yules. The arrow does connect, but the roll-in from Mariachi is there. The BKB, but Mega Boss is going down, and that looks to be it. Magnetizes there. It does connect onto 4, which is a really nice play, and it's doing a lot of work and a lot of damage, but how much damage can they do? The roll is going to be off the mark, and that might have been it. Bad Actor actually bought back for this, so if he goes down, this is pretty much game. The arrow does connect onto Bad Actor, and they've got Morphling, they've got Wind Ranger, and PL does buy back. He wants to fight for this, and he gets the nice little roll-in. The Vessel on the Tinker. The Sleep is going to be there just to buy a little bit of time, but he can't really get to the low ground. Oh, the roll is going to be off the mark, but it doesn't really matter. He's got it, and there's a Refresher Orb, and it refreshed the Magnetize. Bad Actor, they've got the Sheep, and they've got, Murata solo. He does go down. Morphling is back. This is a dieback or a buyback from him. So he got the roll in. And he misses again. Another Mariachi roll, but misses. And the Aeon Disc has been used as well, and no mana. Not much you can do. They've got the sheep on the TA. The PL is now here. Mega Boss is looking to fight this. Can he do this? They've got the silence on Bad Actor. Fisherman is also there. And they've got the pipe that's going to be committed. Morphling is doing some work, and they've got a double kill already. And that's going to be a dieback potentially for Bad Actor. No, he blinks away. He's got the Refraction Shield, and he looks to do this. And another buyback from PL. And the Moonlight is going to be used. They've got the Requiem is going to be used as well. The PL, the Illusions are going to run. The Illusion, the AA ult does connect, and they've got the bash in. The Lotus Orb is going to reflect that, though. The Havoc Hammer pushes him back. They got the Yules. The roll from Mariachi is going to be a little short. He gets sheeped here for his trouble. Mega Boss is looking to fight this. Havoc Hammer pushes him back. The BKB is there. Morphling doesn't really have the mana. He's looking to try to fight this guy, and they've got the Magnetize up on, and they're trying to get him. Mariachi does go down, and that's a dieback, and they've got the SF as well. They've got the laser. The Mega Boss is, can he solo 3? He's getting at half life, and he's trying to use the illusions to his advantage. He's getting a little slowed down. He's got to be sheeped here, and he gets blown up, and that is a dieback. I don't even know how many people died in that one. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this before, where literally all 10 heroes bought back, and they. So yeah, that one's a keeper. So a bit of a crazy team fight there. All 10 heroes bought back in this one, and this is the remains. This is what's going on. An 11k net worth lead. So if you're talking about like the lead, hang on, I don't even know. It's what, F6 for me? Okay. Some dips. And it looks like they're going to look to focus up on the high ground, especially with, you know, the PL down and the, you know, the Mariachi as well. The arrow does connect onto Bad Actor, and that's a beautiful arrow. The split arrow connecting onto both of this guy. My gosh, this guy's like a machine as he ends up connecting onto both of them. I know he was lucky, but that's going to be looking to be it. They've gotten Bad Actor as well. That's a team wipe, and it's going to be a simple AA. Oh my gosh, destruction there, and that was going to be it. 49 minutes. Crazy game. Crazy game. I did not expect that one. And that was a complete random game, by the way. But I wanted to see a Mariachi Earth Spirit here. And this is what we get. Hang on. Damage dealt. So yeah, split throughout. But my gosh, this Morphling, the Tinker, we got to give props to this guy. Like this guy, I think he was an offlane Tinker. Okay, I don't want to give props to anybody who doesn't really play properly. But he did mess that one up. The Tinker there forcing his team to kind of just get messed up, so to speak. As the SF was mid, the Tinker was off lane, and he just found time to just get farm and to just kind of control this game, which is crazy if you think about it, right? Huge misplay. The itemization was poor. The Midas super greedy on the PL. Midas early, and then the Bad Actor going Blink first instead of Desolator. You need Desolator. There's a reason why you go Desolator Blink. It helps you farm faster. It lets you blow up guys. And TA is all about the early game. When you have that slight advantage, especially early, you need to take advantage of that. That was a huge misplay by Bad Actor. They should have won that game because they were winning in the beginning. They had those dips. Like the 10 minutes. This is what I'm talking about, right? They were starting to pull ahead. They were like a 5-1 lead. And then if you just got Desolator, this would have increased, right? But instead they went Blink, and they're like, oh shit, we don't have the damage to kill people. And then it bought time for them to get back into this game. And then they, you know, the TA end up getting the Desolator, and they started to get some kills. PL got like Diffusal and everything. Like, you can see exactly when the dips are. Like, they make sense because if we're looking at this, just comparing, right? If you do, like, put these graphs on top of one another, you'll see why your team is doing well and when you should be fighting. And this is why it's super important to know your peaks. When you get items and to itemize properly. Like this 10-minute Midas. Look what happens. Look what happens. You have next to nothing because you can't fight. Right? If your team is leading, you need to ensure that you go maybe, you know, the Diffusal first, and that would have been huge. The Blink instead of this, Diffusal, or the Desolator here, swap those things around. My gosh, this would have been completely, like, you would have shut this game out in like the first 20 minutes. 25 minutes, because this team is just going to roll over you. All right. Anyways, if you like what I do, please give it a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Please do. I try to stream every day. I'm not the greatest in that sense, but again, if you've got a game, please let me know. Just send me the ID, and I will get to that one. But as of now, we're going to be doing ranked Immortal games because there's a lot to learn from them, and I hope you like what I'm doing. And again, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.